Alright, so here's my grocery shopping for the week. This is probably going to last 2 weeks, to tell you the truth. This leek, cilantro, parsley, organic, la ciento kale. I'm going to massage this. I was watching a YouTube video and they said that kale has the most pesticides put on it, so I've been buying organic kale now when I buy it. I don't buy it often. I tend to buy the mustard greens and collard greens when I'm in the store because it's only $1 at my amazing store, Hyde Park Produce. Eggplant, I'm going to make baba ganoush. I'm going to have falafel bowls, baba ganoush, sweet potato, hummus. I have miso paste here. This shit was expensive, high key, but there's so much of it. It's a big box of miso paste. It's supposed to be in the refrigerator, so I'm going to put that there soon. Miso paste is rice, soy, and alcohol or something like that, and salt. Then I said to myself, all right, well, I could just put tofu in there, but it's not the same. This tofu is for scrambled eggs. And I'm making the wraps for my girls at work. Hence the green sauce. The green sauce ingredients, I have my chili peppers here, jalapeno peppers for that. Of course, 2 cloves of garlic because I don't play. Melon, palm oil. So I went to the African market yesterday. I got palm oil and egusi, which is here. So I'm going to make a big batch of spinach and egusi. I have my baby carrots, and I have some celery underneath here for my hummus for a snack for school. I have school once this week, so I have to be ready because then I'll be buying food that from Whole Foods, and that shit is expensive. I have my herbs here for my amazing soup I'm going to make. Some mixed olives for my falafel salad. And look how cheap these are. A whole pint of blueberries for $1.79. Look at those. Yummy. So I'll probably make yogurt bowls with that. I got this bag of pinto beans. I didn't need any. I thought I did. But it's always good to have a bag of pinto beans around. In a can, it's $1.29. And that's a once-off. So with this, this is probably 4 cans of beans. Of refried beans. So I make my own now. I also have my dried chickpeas here. Finally figured out how to cook chickpeas correctly. And they not be hard and without cooking them for like forever and a day. This is my drawer where I keep most of my dry goods. See, I had some pinto beans in here. Wild rice. I'm going to make wild rice squash bowls. That's why I have that squash up there. The walnuts is for my yogurt bowls. Or parfait rather. Wax papers to wrap the burritos in. And this gigantic bag of spinach. This bag costs $6.50 for all this spinach. Look how big that spinach is. That's amazing. So I'll probably use half of this bag for my spinach and egusi. So this is the egusi. Egusi is melon seed. So my Uber driver asked me for a plate, and I'm like, yeah, you can get a plate. You're gonna come pay for it. Normally I don't do that. Like, I don't necessarily like feel comfortable selling to people that I don't know, but I don't mind. We'll try it out, see what happens. So yeah, that's basically my food haul for the week. And next up is going to be the video of me preparing and cooking this deliciousness. It's last week. They were on the dollar shelf, just like these peppers were at my grocery store. And this weekend froze them so that they wouldn't go spoil. I bought them for $1, like 5 of them. I used half and put the other half in the freezer. So now I chopped them up. Now they're my soup starter. Let's see how this goes. And I probably won't bother these till tonight. So right now it's like maybe not even 12. Let's see how it comes out. So right now I'm finally chopping the leeks. Don't look at me. Here we go. All right. So this is gonna go in the soup. This is my herb bundle. I tied it together with a piece of cilantro cilantro stem. I don't know if it's gonna hold up in the cooking process, but this is to make it easier to take out. So I have some sage. What is this? Thyme and I can't remember. Lord Jesus, did she even mark it on here? Okay, this is my receipt. Look at all this stuff I got. Look how cheap these vegetables are. For $59. And the $59 came from like that miso paste and what else? Soybean paste, white, and the plant-based burger, which we'll talk about that later. Yeah, oh, I don't see it on here, but just know that it's a mix of herbs. I know for sure it's thyme, sage, and there's something else I just can't. I think this is tarragon, actually. Yeah, that's tarragon. So this is thyme, tarragon, and white sage. So let's see how it goes. An original recipe that I'm gonna get some duping. I take that back. It's just like the foundation of it. I'm getting it from the recipe I saw online. It did not have tarragon in it, but I love the way tarragon tastes. It's a very, very unique flavor. So I'm going to put this in a pot. That's 2 large cloves of garlic that's in there. It's simmering. So look how beautiful that is. I got it on simmer because I'm not in any kind of rush to get it done. Next, I'll probably add like red potatoes once it's halfway cooked. So this is the base for the egusi and spinach. There's red peppers, garlic, red onions, white onions. There's some ginger in there, and then I threw a couple of bay leaves there. And then I have bay leaves, and I added some onions to this. Those tomatoes are probably not going to make it into the soup. I'm just using this hot water to steam the tomatoes for the egusi. So, like, seriously, why use another pot if you don't have to? Also, I don't have a lot of pots. So, this is my second batch of spinach. I'll probably do another. Put one in there already. So, here's the egusi. Those red potatoes are for the soup, but I just chucked them up to get them ready now. Blueberries. I want you to see how I reuse these containers. So, when I chop up my veggies, I'll put them in one of these containers. These are my garlic. I don't mind if the garlic ends up, I don't mind if the red onion ends up tasting like garlic, but it doesn't really happen. Only if I leave it in there for a long time. So I just close this up. This one's gonna need a bigger container. So I'll use this one. This is from, I had some strawberries last week. So I'll use this one. So it fits kind of nicely in there. Garlic in there. I do this for all my peppers, whatever I do, because I don't have a lot of containers, first of all. And the containers that I do have are glass, and I use them to carry food back and forth to work. And I'm just not a fan of buying a bunch of stuff that I don't need. So that's what my refrigerator's looking like right now. So go ahead and stick that in there. And here we go. And right now I'm gonna go ahead and put some water, filtered water actually, in the egusi. So you wanna let this sit for a little bit. So you're making a paste. It actually looks and smells really interesting, but I promise you it tastes really yummy. My spinach is going pretty well, but it wilted down so much that it doesn't have as much flavor as I would hope for, but we'll see what happens. It doesn't have to be perfect. with that being said, my spinach is wilted down a lot. This is a lot of spinach. It's like probably 2/3 of that bag you saw. I don't know. That's my first time buying that version of it, that egusi like that. So I'm not going to put more spinach in here because if it doesn't come out the way that I want it to, I don't want to have used up all of my spinach. I can find a million different things to do with the spinach that I have left over. So I was going to add some, but now that I tasted the melon seed, I'm not sure. I had bought some melon seed in the past from Amazon, but it tasted dirty, like gritty, and so it was almost like I poured dirt into my food, so I threw that out. This does not have any grit. I wanted to taste that before I put it in my I wanted to taste that before I put it into my spinach. This right here, I use this strainer as a coffee to make coffee at home every once in a while. I don't drink a lot of coffee anymore, but I love Cafe Bustelo, and that's how I roll. Nice and simple. This is from some mole jar I had made, tofu mole, a while back. I reuse as much stuff as possible because I need to do some more research on it, but Chicago is not very good at recycling.